Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another race day here at the Loop. Only one scratch so far on today's card. If you go to race number 2, number 4, Tough Crowd is scratched lame. That's number 4, Tough Crowd in the second. That's a 4-year-old stake race, is scratched lame. And because of that, race 2 will only have win wagering in race number 2. The horses are on track here for Post Parade Race 1. Non-winners of 2, fillies and mares 3, races lifetime. Going for a purse of $4,100. We'll start with the 1, Tippy on the Beach. A 3-year-old filly by Lambretta, owned by Betty Manning, trained by Corey Manning. Corey Manning in the bike. The 2 is Tina, a 6-year-old mare by El Toro, owned by Vladimir Kriker, trained and driven by Clayton Braybrook. And we got the 3, Be a Beth, a 3-year-old filly by He's Watching, owned by Roland and Justin Ray, trained by Roland Ray, Dean Ray in the bike. We also got the 4, Wood Morning, a 3-year-old colt by Mystician, owned and trained by Arel Voden. Kirk Rogers teams up. The 5 is Swaggerly. The 5 is Swaggerly, a 3-year-old colt by Armbro Baylor, owned by Daryl and Sherry Mason, trained by Sherry Mason, Daryl Mason in the bike. And the 6 is Raise a Little Trouble, a 3-year-old colt by Who's Your Boy, owned by Ricky and Janet Ray, trained by Melanie Ray Clark, Michelle Ray in the bike. These 6 will go to post in less than 3 minutes. The horse has been called here to the starting gate for race 1. Non-winners of 2, fillies and mares 3, races lifetime. Going for a purse of $4,100. Starting with the 1, we have Tippy on the Beach, teaming up with Corey Manning. Number 2 is Tina, teams up with Clayton Braybrook. The 3, Bia Beth and Dean Ray. The 4, Wood Morning and Kirk Rogers. The 5, Swaggerly and Daryl Mason. The 6, Raise a Little Trouble with Michelle Ray. Money spread all out on this field of 6, kicking off a rainy day here at the Loop. It's post time. Just off stride at the word go was Bia Beth, but they're off end pacing. Wood Morning having some trouble too, trying to get to the front end, which opens the door right up for Tina. Forced to go way wide is Ray's a little trouble as they're kicking into that turn. Wood Morning trying to stabilize, charging up to the front end. Tina's now in second. Ray's a little trouble's caught out third. Tippy on the Beach is fourth, trying to find some space in fifth is Swaggerly. And Bia Beth can see them all as they're going down the backstretch here for the first time. Wood Morning's got a 2-length lead up on Tina, who's fading a bit, trying to find some space, raise a little trouble, and Tippy on the Beach here at the opening quarter in 31-2. 31-2 for Wood Morning. Still trying to find some relief is raise a little trouble. Wood Morning's backed off in third. Racing in fourth is Tippy on the Beach. 3 more lengths back to Swaggerly. And Bia Beth can still see them all. They're coming down the stretch here for the first time. It's Wood Morning and Kirk Rogers, the ones to catch. But right there in second now, finding some relief is Raise a Little Trouble. Tina still in third. Tippy on the Beach still racing in fourth. 103-1 for the half mile. 103-1 as they kick into the clubhouse turn. Wood Morning. But a 3-length lead up on. Raise a little trouble. Tina's now out too wide, trying to track him down. Tippy on the Beach, caught boxed in fourth. Trying to catch up from the back of the pack is Bia Beth and Swaggerly. Down the backstretch they go. Wood Morning. It'll be tough to catch now. Raise a little trouble. Isn't shot here in second. Battles on. Tina's now charging from third. Bia Beth is also trying to catch up. Tippy on the Beach is fading to fifth. And Swaggerly here at the 3/4 in 1:36-2 for Wood Morning, but now it's a group of horses all caught up. Raise a little trouble in the middle of the track. Tina's out way wide. Bia Beth trying to find some space behind that wall of horses. So same with Tippy on the Beach, but Wood Morning's holding on by just a nose. Raise a little trouble. 2 wide, 3 wide to Tina. Down the stretch they come here in the mud. It's all now Raise a Little Trouble with the nose out in front. Tina's trying to find some space way out wide. Raise a Trouble's trying to hold on. Tina's tracking him down. Tina's going to sail by. No, Raise a Little Trouble. Bia Beth comes back. Oh, real tight there. Look to be Raise a Little Trouble. 2:11-3 for the mile. Coming to the winner's circles, the unofficial winner of today's first race, Bia Beth. Bia Beth just snuck in there at the wire. This 3-year-old filly by He's Watching out of Lucky Player. Bred by Patrick Dillon out of Port Hope, Ontario. Owned by Roland and Justin Ray out of St. Claude, Manitoba. Trained by Roland Ray and Dean Ray in the bike for the victory. There you go. Give a big round of applause to the winning connections here. Bia Beth with Dean Ray. And as we wait for payouts and the order finish here for the first, here's your quarter times once more. They open the race in 31 and 2, over the half in 103 and 1, three quarters 136 and 2, finish full mile 211 and 3. Again here for Be a Beth. Right here, your payouts for the first. Number 3, Be a Beth paid $640 to win, $210 to place, $210 to show. The 6, Raise a Little Trouble, paid $210 to place, $210 to show. And the 3, Tina, paid $210 to show. The $1 Exactor 3-6 paid $36.15, while the $1 Triactor 362 paid $30.75. And your order finish here in the first. Number 1, Tippy on the Beach, was 5th. The 2, Tina, was 3rd. The 3, Be a Beth, your winner. The 4, Wood Morning, was 4th. The 5, Swaggerly, was 6th. And the 6, Raise a Little Trouble, was 2nd. From the top down, your program should read 6, 3, 1, 4, 6, 2 on the bottom. Upcoming second race, there was the 1 Scratch, the 4 Tough Crowd, scratched lame. And there's only win wagering here in the second. I'll kick it down to Frank. Frank, what you got here in the 4-year-old stake? Awesome. Thank you, Frank. Very interesting race here in the second, the 4-year-old stake. Initially just a field of 4, but down to 3 with the scratch. So yeah, I'm going to go with the 2, looking like a million. It's raced pretty well coming back to his return to Manitoba. Only the 1 win, though, as returning, but all those sub 2-minute times. Not too sure we'll see that here today on this track, but looking like a million. Should be by far the betting favorite here in the win-only wager pool. For second, I will go with the 3, Chocolate Bomb. I really like this horse. Bunch of very consistent times, 204, a couple 203s in there. Really like what this horse can do. Has the 1 win a few weeks ago from a similar post position. Could make a challenge here. We never know in the sloppy conditions. And for third, I'll go with the Irish Hawk. Initially, I did have the 4, but we'll go with the 1, Irish Hawk. Gets the rail. Interesting to see what these track conditions with the inside play. We saw that first race. A couple horses had some trouble getting up to the front end early. So maybe the 1 here could get the early lead and make things difficult for the rest of the field. So here I'm going to go 2, 3, 1 here in the second. And another late scratch just came across my desk. If you jump to race 6, all the way down to race 6, the 4, AK Up and Atom, is scratched. The 4 in race 6, AK Up and Atom, is now scratched. And we'll be back momentarily when the horses are on track for post parade for race 2, the 4-year-old stake. The horses are on track here for post-parade race 2. It's the 4-year-old stake going for $10,400. Start with the 1, Irish Hawk, a 4-year-old gelding by You Should See Me Now, owned, trained, and driven by Clayton Braybrook. We've got the 2, Looking Like a Million, a 4-year-old by Armbro Baylor, owned by Tara George and Garrett Isman along with Trevor Williams. Trevor Williams trains. Richard Remillard teams up. And the 3, Chocolate Bomb, a 4-year-old mare by Armbro Baylor, owned, trained, and driven by Paula Mason. And the 4, of course, is scratched. So these 3 will go to post for the 4-year-old stake in less than 3 minutes. The horse have been called here. The starting gate for race 2, the 4-year-old stake, going for a purse of $10,400. Interesting field of 3 here. Start with the 1, Irish Hawk. Teams up with Clayton Braber, currently at 11-1. The 2, Looking Like a Million, Richard Remillard, your heavy 1-9 betting favorite. And the 3, Chocolate Bomb, Paula Mason, 8-1. All 3 up on the gate. It's post time. And they're off and pacing. Right at the word go, looking like a million, trying to get to the front end. Irish Hawk playing some hardball on the inside. Chocolate Bomb obliges and takes the easy third position as they're going out that opening turn. Irish Hawk and looking like a million, battling it hard for the front end. And Chocolate Bomb's just sitting 5 lengths back, watching those two battle it out. Down the backstretch they go for the first time. Looking like a million. Takes the front end. Irish Hawk now in second. Lengths back to Chocolate Bomb. Here at the opening quarter, 29-9. And they're coming up around the tech turn here for the first time. It's still looking like a million. With Irish Hawk about length back now in second and 6-7 lengths more back to Chocolate Bomb. They're coming down the stretch here for the first time. Looking like a million. Battled hard for the front end and has it. Irish Hawk playing early hardball and Chocolate Bomb. But looking like a million. Looking like a million leader kicking into the clubhouse turn with Irish Hawk still right there in second. Chocolate Bomb's catching up slowly in third. But looking like a million. Now trying to take off a bit from Irish Hawk. Chocolate Bomb still waiting patiently there in third. Down the backstretch they go. Looking like a million. Irish Hawk, though, isn't going anywhere in second. Chocolate Bomb now fading a bit in third. Coming up to the 3/4 station. It's looking like a millions race here with Irish Hawk trying to keep up and Chocolate Bomb. 132-2 for the 3/4 mark. It's going to be looking like a million taking off here from Irish Hawk. Looking like a million and Richard Remillard holding it tight here with Irish Hawk lengths back and Chocolate Bomb a few more lengths back from that. But looking like a million. Getting it done here in the 4-year-old stake. Irish Hawk will finish second and Chocolate Bomb third by looking like a million. Coming to the winner's circles, the unofficial winner of today of second race, the 4-year-old stake, looking like a million. A 4-year-old gelding by Armbro Baylor out of Untold Millions, bred by Daryl and Sherry Mason, owned by Tara, George, and Garrett Isman along with Trevor Williams. Trevor Williams trains and driven today to victory by Richard Remillard. There you go. Get another big round of applause. Winning connections around. Looking like a million. Your 4-year-old stake winner, And your quarter times here for the second, they opened the race in 29 and 4, fourth half in 101 and 3, three quarters 132 and 1, full mile 203 and 3. And your payouts here for the second, the number 2, Looking Like a Million, paid $2.10 to win. The $1 exactor 2-1 paid $2.10, and the $1 daily double 3 with 2 paid $4.20. And your order of finish, the 1 Irish Hawk was second, the 2 Looking Like a Million, your winner, and the 3 Chocolate Bomb was third. So the top down your program should read 2, 1, 3, scratch on the bottom. Upcoming third race, we have 6 maidens going for a purse of $3,800, kicking off our pick 3 wager. Back to win place show, exactor triactor wagers as well. Frank, what do you got here with this group of maidens? Awesome. Thank you, Frank. Very interesting field of 6 here for these maidens. I'm going to go with the Rail Horse Girl on the Go. It's coming off a second place finish. What was that? Last week in the second leg of the Silk Lace. Sorry, fourth place finish in the Silk Lace last week in 204 and 4. Gets the rail here. I think could be do some damage from the inside. It'll be very interesting to see with how these track conditions hold up, though. For second, I'm going to go with the outside. Smoke It in the Boys' Room. This 3-year-old filly is also coming off a second last week. This is the one that had second last week, but had different post position. Last week came in from the inside post 2. This time draws the outside and could make things interesting. Pretty wide open for third. I'm going to go with the 4, Zooming On By. We just saw Richard get the win in the last race here with Looking Like a Million. He teams up with this 3-year-old filly. She finished second last week in the maidens. She's back-to-back seconds. Those times are a little bit slower than the other 2 horses that I mentioned, so I'm going to go 1, 6, 4 here in the third. And this race also kicks off our pick 3. So we'll pick the winner of the next 3 races correctly. In this race, I'm going to take 2 horses. I'm going to go with the 1 and the 6 and pair it up with 3 horses in race 4, the 1, 3, and the 5, and then 2 horses in race 5, and that's the Horse and Gelding Open. I'm going to go with the 1 and the 3. That'll toss you $12. But I think that gives you a good chance there with some potential payouts. And again, we'll be back momentarily when the horses are on track here for post parade race 3 here at the Loop. The horses are on track here for post-period race 3. Maidens going for a purse of $3,800. Starting with the 1, Girl on the Go. A 3-year-old filly by Armbro Baylor, owned by Daryl and Sherry Mason, trained by Sherry Mason. Daryl Mason picks up the drive. The 2, It's Your Call. A 3-year-old filly by Lambretta, owned by Betty Manning, trained by Corey Manning, Clayton Braybrook in the bike. The 3 is Picture Perfect Time, another 3-year-old filly by Lambretta, owned, trained, and driven by Corey Manning. The 4, Zooming On By, a 3-year-old filly by Sunshine Beach, owned and trained by Tara Isman. Richard Remillard teams up. The 5 is Son of Pablo, a 3-year-old colt by Trust the Artist, owned and trained by Jackie Grundy, Tyler Grundy in the bike. And the 6, Smokin' in the Boys' Room, a 3-year-old filly by Mystician, owned, trained, and driven by Mark Fillion. These 6 will go to post here in the 3rd in less than 3 minutes. The horses are called here at the starting gate for race 3. Maidens going for a purse of $3,800. Start with the inside. The 1, Girl on the Go, teaming up with Daryl Mason. The 2, It's Your Call, and Clayton Braybrook. The 3, Picture Perfect Time, and Corey Manning. The 4, Zooming On By with Richard Remillard. The 5, Son of Pablo and Tyler Grundy. The 6, Smoking in the Boys' Room, Mark Fillion. All 6 3-year-olds, 5 fillies, 1 colt. Up on the gate, it's post time here for the 3rd. Kicking off our pick 3 here today at the Loop. And they're off end pacing right from the word go, zooming on by. Charge is trying to take the front end. Girl on the go with the inside track, making it difficult. It's Your Call takes third. Picture perfect time trying to find some space in fourth. Son of Pablo's racing in fifth. And Smoking in the boys' room can see them all. As they're hitting the backstretch here for the first time, look, or zooming on by has the front end. Now popping out, it's Your Call from the 3-hole, charging up, challenging, and also there goes Picture Perfect Time. Going a little bit off stride is the one girl on the go. But now it's Your Call's got the lead. Fading, zooming on by. Picture Perfect Times now in second here at the opening quarter, 32-1. 32-1 for now. It's Your Call. Stablemate Picture Perfect Times about a length back in second. Zooming on by is now in third. Lengths back to Girl on the Go. Son of Pablo's racing in fifth, and Smoking in the boys' room. As they're coming down the stretch here for the first time, it's Your Call. Now as the front end, with Picture Perfect Time racing right there in second. Third still belongs to Zooming On By. Fourth is Girl on the Go. Slowly catching up Sana Pablo in fifth. And Smoking in the boys' room here at the half. In 103-2. 31-1 second panels. They're kicking in the clubhouse turn. It's Your Call, the one to catch. Picture Perfect Time racing there in second, trying to catch back up. It's Zooming On By. Girl on the Go, sitting steady there in fourth. Son of Pablo's fifth. Smoking in the boys' room's got a lot of work to do from the back of the pack as they're going down the backstretch. It's Your Call, about 7 lengths up on Picture Perfect Time. Trying to find some space, zooming on by. It's Girl on the Go is in fourth. Sana Pablo's trying to find some space and Smoking in the boys' room. Here at the 3-quarter mark in 135-1. It's Your Call is the one to catch. Zooming on by is charging out too wide. Fading big times. Girl on the Go. Smoking in the boys' room. And Sana Pablo, but it's Your Call. It's Your Call. Might make a big splash here in the third. Picture Perfect Time fading a bit on the inside. Zooming on by, challenging wide. Son of Pablo trying to find some space and Smoking in the boys' room. But it's Your Call. We'll try to hold on here. It's Your Call today. Battles on for second. Son of Pablo raising late, but it's Your Call here in the third. $208-2 for the mile. Coming to the winner's circle is the unofficial winner of today's third race. It's Your Call, a 3-year-old filly by Lambretta out of Kilo Dream. Bred and owned by Betty Manning, trained by Corey Manning, and driven today to victory by Clayton Braybrook. There you go. Give another big round of applause. Winning connections. It's your call with Clayton Braybrook. And as we wait for payouts, here are your quarter times for the third. Opening quarter, 32 and 1. Over the half in 103 and 2. Three quarters, 135 and 1. Finishes full mile, 208 and 2. All right, here are your payouts for the third. Since there was no win, place, or show wagering on the 2, makes these payouts a little interesting. The 5, Son of Pablo, will pay out to win 540 to win. Although he finished second, it will pay out 540 to win. Had no place wagering, 290 to show. The 4, Zooming on by, will pay 360 to show. And the 6, Smoking in the Boys Room, if you had her to place, you'll pay 240 to place. The $1 exactor, or all exactors, will be refunded. And the $1 triactor 2-5 with all will pay $61.25. Here's your order of the finish for the third. Number 1, Girl on the Go, was 6th. The 2, It's Your Call, the winner. The 3, Picture Perfect Time, was 4th. The 4, Zooming on By, was 3rd. The 5, Son of Pablo, was 2nd. And the 6, Smoking in the Boys Room, was 5th. From the top down, your program should read 6, 1, 4, 3, 2, 5 on the bottom. Upcoming fourth race, we got non-winners of 4 Fillies and Mares 5 races lifetime, going for a purse of $4,300. Nice field of 5. Frank, what do you got here in the fourth? Awesome. Thank you, Frank. Very interesting payouts there in the third, so we can expect some maybe some good payouts for the rest of the day. Race 4, very interesting race, a competitive field of 5 here in this one. I'm going to go with the 3 Acquired Taste. Got back to the winner's circle last week in 203 and 3. After a couple not so great starts, a 7th, a 4th, and a 3rd, but did start off the year really good. At a couple weeks in Miami and back starting out here in the Loop. Had a second place finish in sloppy conditions back on August the 9th as well, so is used to racing near the top in this race, and I think the third 3 hole will be good for this 3-year-old filly. For second, I'm going to go with the outside horse. Have One on Me. Finished second last week, just behind Acquired Taste. A week before, won in 204 and 3. So very similar times between these two horses, so I'm going to go 3-5 here. And for third, I'm going to go with the rail horse, April Shadows. Very competitive times. Always seems to be in and around the top. Had the one win a few in August 23rd here in 205 and 2. Has showed faster times. So here I'm going to go 3-5-1 here in the fourth. Make sure you get your wagers in as we see some good payouts coming out today, depending on what you got going on. So here we go. We'll be back shortly when the horses are on track for post-parade race 4 here at the Loop. The horses are on track here for post-parade race 4. Non-winners of 4 fillies and mares, 5 races lifetime, going for a purse of $4,300. Starting with the 1, April Shadows, a 3-year-old filly by Shadow Play, owned by Laverne Turnbull, trained by Melanie Ray Clark, driven today by Michelle Ray. The 2 is Andy's Luck, a 3-year-old colt by Andrea Hanover, owned and trained by Arel Voden. Kirk Rogers in the bike today. The 3, Acquired Taste, a 3-year-old filly by Better's Delight, owned by Sherry and Daryl Mason. Sherry Mason trains, Daryl Mason teams up. The 4, HF April's Kiss, a 5-year-old mare by Santana Blue Chip, owned, trained, and driven by Aaron Mason. And the 5, Have One on Me, a 4-year-old horse by Santana Blue Chip, owned by Brad Colwell along with Paula Mason. Paula Mason trains and drives. These 5 will go to post here in the 4th in less than 3 minutes. The horse have been called here the starting gate for race 4. Non-winners of 4 fillies and mares, 5 races lifetime, going for a purse of $4,300. Start with the inside. The 1, April Shadows, teaming up with Michelle Ray. The 2, Andy's Luck, Kirk Rogers. 3, Acquired Taste with Daryl Mason. The 4, HF April's Kiss, Aaron Mason. And the 5, Have One on Me with Paula Mason. All 5 pacers up on the gate. It's post time here for the 4th. And they're off end pacing. Trying to take the front end. April Shadows and Andy's Luck battling it out. Trying to find some space in third is Acquired Taste. No, Acquired Taste decides to sail on by and charge right up to the front end. HF April's Kiss takes the inside 4th. And Have One on Me. You can see them all as they're going down the backstretch here for the first time. Acquired Taste really wanted the front end and takes it. Racing in second is April Shadows. Andy's Luck pops out from the 3-hole, charging back up, trying to catch up in fourth. HF April's Kiss and Have One on Me. The opening quarter, 32-2. Andy's Luck really wanted the front end again and takes it away from Acquired Taste, who now sits in the pocket second. April Shadows third. All right, so one more time. Leapfrog, Acquired Taste now battling it out for the front end with Andy's Luck. April Shadows about 2 lengths back in third, 3 more lengths back to HF April's Kiss and Have One on Me. Coming down the stretch here for the first time. 4 in, 1 out. Acquired Taste and Andy's Luck keeps playing Leapfrog here. Now Acquired Taste has the front end. Andy's Luck's now got the pocket with April Shadows in third. 102 and 4 for the half mile. 102 and 4 as they kick it in the clubhouse turn. Acquired Taste now the one to catch. Andy's Luck sitting comfortable in second. April Shadows waiting his time in third. Catching up is Have One on Me in fourth. And now your new trailer, HF April's Kiss. Down the backstretch they go. Acquired Taste about 3 lengths up on there. 3 wide down the backstretch. Andy's Luck under siege for second with April Shadows and Have One on Me. Catching up HF April's Kiss from the back of the pack at the 3/4 mark in 1:34 and 3. Acquired Taste, the one to catch. Have One on Me. Puts that nose out in front for second. Fading a bit, April Shadows. Andy's Luck might not have anything left. And HF April's Kiss. Down the stretch they come. Acquired Taste. About 3 lengths up on Have One on Me, and the rest of the field have Acquired Taste and Have One on Me trying to catch up. Battle's on for third, but it's all Acquired Taste here in the fourth. Have One on Me for second, and HF April's Kiss gets for third. A Mason Triactor here in the fourth. .207 and 1 for the mile. Coming to the winner's circle is the unofficial winner of today's fourth race, Acquired Taste. 3-year-old filly by Better's Delight out of Beaches Be Crazy. Bred by Robert McIntosh Stables. Owned by Sherry and Daryl Mason. Trained by Sherry Mason and driven today to victory by Daryl Mason. And your quarter times once again here before we wait for payouts. They open the quarter in 32 and 2. Over the half in 102 and 4. 3/4 134 and 3. Finish the full mile 207 and 1. So here are your payouts. Number 3, Acquired Taste had no win wagering, so $6 to place and $5.60 to show. If you had the 5, Have One on Me, that will pay $10 to win and $3 to place, and had no show wagering. And then there was no show wagering on the 4, HF April's Kiss. The $1 exactor 3-5 will pay $2.50. Well, the $1 triactor 354 paid $40.75. In your order finish here in the fourth, The 1 April Shadows was 4th. The 2 Andy's Luck was 5th. The 3 Acquired Taste Your Winner. The 4 HF April's Kiss was 3rd. And the 5 Have One on Me was 2nd. From the top down, your program should read 4, 5, 1, 3, 2 on the bottom. In the upcoming 5th race, we got the Horse and Geldings Open going for $6,100. The top 5, some of the top 5 pacers here on the grounds. Frank, what do you got here in the Open? Awesome. Thank you, Frank. Very interesting race here again in the Open. The Opens are usually the best race of the day. This one, really interesting with Ginger Tree Finney not in this week. I'm going to go with the Rail Horse Chief is Boss. Has back-to-back wins in the Claimers going sub 2 minutes. I think this should be one of the top horses in this field. It'll be interesting to see how the rail holds up with the track conditions, but I think Chief is Boss is definitely one to play hard in this one. For second, I'm going to go with Tough is Buff. I really like this 7-year-old gelding. Has a couple of wins in the Claimer class, then kind of faded a bit to second and third once Chief is Boss came onto the scene. But these two have been the two battling it out in the Claimers, and I think the same thing will happen here in the Open. Well, pretty open for third. You could go with any of the other 3 horses. I'm going to go with the 4, Flying Officer. When Daryl Mason's aboard, has been able to get this horse under 2 minutes here at the Loop. This horse comes from Alberta, has been racing in claimers and non-winter conditions out at track on 2, putting up some pretty steady 155 times, 156 times. So I think Flying Officer definitely fits in well in this condition, but don't count out the two shoes. Had a win a couple weeks ago in the Invitation in 201 and 3, and then followed that up with a 5th in 2 minutes in the Open. And then Poppin' Like Pez has been jumping around the Open and the Claimers division as well, and got the sub 2 minute time last week, finishing third just behind Chief is Boss and Tough is Buff. So pretty open field here in the 5th. The Horse and Geldings Open. We'll be back momentarily when horses are on track for that post parade here at the Loop. The horses are on track here for post-parade race 5. The Horse and Geldings Open, going for a purse of $6,100. Start with the 1. Chief is Boss, 5-year-old gelding by Baron Hanover, owned by Garrett Isman along with Mike Williams, trained by Trevor Williams. Mark Villion teams up in the bike. The 2. Two Shoes, an 8-year-old gelding by What Ya Say, owned and trained by Dennis Chapala. Dean Ray teams up. The 3. Tough as Buff, a 7-year-old gelding by Sunshine Beach, owned by Alice Gilbert, trained by Clayton Braybrook. Clayton with the reins today. The 4. Flying Officer, a 9-year-old gelding by Riverboat King, owned and trained by Arel Voden. Daryl Mason in the bike. And the 5. Poppin' Like Pez, a 5-year-old gelding by Custer the Dragon, owned and trained by Arel Voden. Kirk Rogers teams up. These 5 will go to post here for the Horse and Gelding Open in less than 5 minutes. The horses are called here. The starting gate for race 5, the Horse and Gelding Open, going for a purse of $6,100. Field of 5, some of the top horse or gelding pacers here on the ground. Ending off our pick 3. Best of luck to anyone still alive in that. There's still some live money in our pick 3. Start from the inside. We got the 1, Chief is Boss, teaming up with Mark Fillion. Currently your 6-5 betting favorite. The 2, though, 2 Shoes and Dean Ray, close at 9-5. The 3, Tough is Buff and Clayton Braybrook. The 4, Flying Officer and Daryl Mason. And the 5, Poppin' Like Pez, Kirk Rogers. All 5 geldings up on the gate. It's post time here for the Open. And they're off and pacing. Chief is Boss trying to battle it out with 2 Shoes for the front end. Tough is Buff moves right over to third. Back to fourth is Flying Officer, and Poppin' Like Pez can see them all as they're going up down the backstretch here for the first time. Chief is Boss leading the way. 2 Shoes right there in second. Tough is Buff third. Flying Officer's fourth. Poppin' Like Pez. All 5 horses in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down the backstretch. Chief is Boss leading the way. 2 Shoes right there in second. Tough is Buff. That's your top 3 at the opening quarter. 30-second even. Opening quarter here for these open geldings. Chief is Boss still holding steady in first with 2 Shoes. They're right there in second. Tough is Buff third. Flying Officer first one to pop out from the 4th spot, and Poppin' Like Pez. 4 in, 1 out as they're coming down the stretch here for the first time. Mark Fillion, Chief is Boss, still the ones to catch. Flying Officer and Daryl Mason, though, making big moves on the outside. Following suit is Poppin' Like Pez. Boxed in now thirds, 2 Shoes. Battles on for fourth at the back of the pack. 1 minute and 4/5 for the half mile. 30-4, second panels. They're kicking in the clubhouse turn. It's Chief is Boss, still the one to catch. Flying Officer, though, battling out for second with 2 Shoes. Fading a bit on the outside, Poppin' Like Pez. And Tough is Buff, boxed in at the back of the pack. Down the stretch they go. It's Chief is Boss, still the one to catch. Out wide, though, Flying Officer challenging, fading a bit. There's 2 Shoes. Coming way out wide is Poppin' Like Pez here at the 3/4 mark in 1:31 flat. It's Chief is Boss, still the one to catch. Flying Officer, though, only one in real danger zone right now, but it's Chief is Boss. Tough is Buff, though, rallying from way back. But it's going to be Chief is Boss about 3 lengths up on Flying Officer. Tough is Buff having to come 3 wide to try to get into the top 3, but it's all Chief is Boss and Mark Fillion today. Battles on for second, though. Tough is Buff trying to rally hard. It's going to be real close, but Chief is Boss for the win. Flying Officer for second. Tough is Buff for third. 2 minutes and 4/5. Coming to the winner's circles, the unofficial winner of today's 5th race, the Open, Chief is Boss, a 5-year-old gelding by Baron Hanover out of Winter's Luck.
Mike out there with his thumbs up.
Owned by Garrett Isman with Mike Williams, trained by Trevor Williams, and driven today to victory by Mark Fillion. And here are your quarter times once again for the Open. They opened the race in 30 flat, over the half in 1 minute and 4/5, 3/4 131 flat, finishing the full mile 2 minutes and 4. And your payouts here for the 5th. Number 1, Chief is Boss, paid $320 to win, $210 to place, $270 to show. The 4, Flying Officer, paid $250 to place, $330 to show, while the 3, Tough as Buff, paid $5 to show. The $1 Exactor 1-4 paid $3.45. The $1 Triactor 143 paid $7.85. And the $1 Pick 3, if you had all 3 correct, 2 with 3 with 1, $47.70. And your order finish here in the 5th. Number 1, Chief is Boss, your winner. The 2, Two Shoes was 5th. The 3, Tough as Buff was 3rd. The 4, Flying Officer was 2nd. And the 5, Poppin' Like Pez was 4th. From the top down, your program should read 1, 5, 3, 2, 4 on the bottom. Upcoming 6th race, non-winners of 6, Fillies and Mares 7 races lifetime, also eligible non-winners of $1,750 in the last 3 starts, going for a purse of $4,650. Kicks off our pick 4, and a reminder, the 1 scratch, the 4, AK Up and Adam is scratched here in the 6th. Frank, what do you got here in our 6th kicking off our pick 4? Awesome. Thank you, Frank. Very interesting race here to kick off our pick 4. Does come down to a field of 5 after the scratch, but still very competitive. It's a very tough race. At one point, I was tempted to hit that all button in the pick 4, which we'll talk about later, but I am going to go, just this race specifically, I'm going to go with the 2 Fancy that Had a really good start of the year, had a bunch of wins back to back, some sub 2 minute times, has definitely slowed down a bit, but those times have been very solid. Still back to back 2 minute and 1/5 times in the claiming division. Now comes into this non-winners of six, Phillies and Mare 7 division. I think will fit in very well here. Gets the 2 hole and can definitely play with some things. The pocket trip has been the ideal trip, I think, today. You just kind of get in that second or third spot, and hopefully you can catch up down near the end. So I'm going to go with the 2. The gelding here, fancy that. For second, I'm going to go the outside, not quite outside, but I'm going to go Pagatura, the 11-year-old gelding. Again, a lot of those 2-minute times. It's come down from the open, so it's been racing very competitive fields there in the open. Moves down a class here, comes into this one, and I think will be very competitive here in this condition. Tough for third, but I'm going to go with the 3-year-old Van Going Fast. Back-to-back wins in the Golden Boy. That final's coming up next weekend, I believe. So this horse getting another primer in for that big stake race for 3-year-olds. Comes into a field as the youngest, the young gelding here with the older class of horses. Still think can do some damage here, back to back, kind of in around that 201 time. Really like what this horse can do. And I think Mark Fillian's had a couple wins already today. So I'm going to go 2-5-3 here in the 6th. And if you're looking at the pick 4, make sure to play our pick 4. In this race, I'm going to go with the 2 horses, 2 and 5. And I said I was tempted to go with the all, but I'm going to do 2 and 5. In the second race, I'm going to go with 2 more horses, the 2 and the 6. In the race 8, I'm going to go with 2 horses, 1 and 2. That's Phillies and Mares Open. And then cap it off with 4 horses in the 9th, and we're going to go 1, 2, 4, 5. That'll cost you $32. Again, 2 horses in the first 3 legs, and then I'm going to double that with the 4 in the 9th. We'll be back shortly with horses are on track for post-parade race 6 here at the Loop. Don't go anywhere. The horses are on track here for post-parade race 6. Non-winners of 6, Fillies and Mares 7 races lifetime. Also eligible non-winners of 1750, Fillies and Mares $2,187.50 in their last 3 starts. A field of 5, going for a purse of $4,650. Starting with the inside, the 1, Super Fast. 5-year-old gelding by In the Irons. Owned by Lorraine Ray with Vince Sutherland. Trained by Lorraine Ray, Dean Ray teams up. The 2 is Fancy That, a 5-year-old gelding by Armborough Baylor, owned by Daryl and Sherry Mason. Sherry Mason trains, Daryl Mason drives. The 3, Van Going Fast, a 3-year-old gelding by Trust the Artist, owned, trained, and driven by Mark Fillion. The 4 is Scratch, the 5, Appoggiatura, an 11-year-old gelding by Blue Burner, owned by Glenda Giles, trained by Clayton Braybrook. Kirk Rogers teams up. And the 6, Irish Gene, 7-year-old mare by You Should See Me Now, owned, trained, and driven by Clayton Braybrook. These 5 will go to post here in race 6 in less than 5 minutes. Win, play, show, tractor, exactor, wagering. And this race kicks off our pick 4. So make sure to get in on that pick 4 here at the Loop. Less than 1 minute to post time for race 6, kicking off our pick 4. $110 already in the pool. So make sure you get in on that if you haven't already. Win, play, show, exactor, tractor, wagering also. The horses are called the starting gate here for race 6. Non-winners of 6, fillies and mares 7 races lifetime. Also eligible non-winners of $17.50 in the last 3 starts. Going for a purse, $4,650. Kicking off our pick 4. So with the inside, Super Fast, the 1 with Dean Ray. The 2, Fancy That, Daryl Mason. 3, Van Going Fast, Mark Villion. The 5, Apajatura with Kirk Rogers. And the 6, Irish Gene, Clayton Braybrook. 4 geldings draw the inside, the 1 mare. Post 5 with the scratch. Post time here for race 6. And they're off end pacing. Fancy That charging, trying to take the front end early. Super Fast sits in second. Apajatura tries to find some space there in third. Sorry, apologies. In front of that, Van Going Fast is in third. Apajatura is in fourth. And Irish Gene can see them all. They're going down the backstretch here for the first time. Fancy That. And Daryl Mason got the front end. Super Fast still in that pocket. Van Going Fast is back in third. Apajatura is in fourth. And Irish Gene, the mare, can see them all. They're coming up to the opening quarter. Fancy That. And Daryl Mason setting the early pace with Super Fast right there in second. Van Going Fast third. 30-3 for the opening quarter for Fancy That. Fancy That still about a length up on Super Fast. We've got another length up on Van Going Fast. Trying to catch up in fourth, Apajatura. And Irish Gene is coming down the stretch here for the first time. No movement as of yet with Fancy That leading the way. As soon as I say that, Van Going Fast pops out, and following suit is Apajatura. 3 and 2 out here at the half, but it's still Fancy That's race. But Van Going Fast is challenging. Now boxed in third is Super Fast. 102 and 1 for the half mile. 102 and 1 as they kick it in the clubhouse turn. Fancy That trying to fight off Van Going Fast. Super Fast now boxed in third. Apajatura is out too wide fourth. And Irish Gene's trying to catch him on the inside. Down the backstretch they go for the final time here in the sixth. Fancy That's the one still trying to catch at 7-2. Van Going Fast trying to keep up on the outside. Super Fast trying to gain ground on the inside. Fading a bit to Apajatura and Irish Gene here at the 3-quarter station. In 132-3. Fancy That's led all the way to here. Van Going Fast is challenging. Super Fast still waiting patiently in the pocket, but fading. Trying to get some energy against Apajatura and Irish Gene. They're hitting the stretch. It's all Fancy That right now, but Van Going Fast is trying to keep up. Apajatura is way out wide. Super Fast got the inside track. Down the stretch, deep stretch. Fancy That's trying to hold on. Apajatura might have a chance. Oh, it's going to be Fancy That. Van Going Fast and Apajatura for third. 203 and 1. Come to the winner's circle is the unofficial winner of today's sixth race. Fancy That, a 5-year-old gelding by Armbro Baylor out of Cordy's Fancy. Bred by David Much, owned by Daryl and Sherry Mason, trained by Sherry Mason, and driven to victory today by Daryl Mason. There you go. Give another big round of applause. Winning Connections with Daryl Mason and Fancy That. So we wait for our payouts here. Your quarter times for the 6. They open the race in 30 and 3. Over the half in 102 and 1. 3 quarters 132 and 3. Finishing the full mile 203 and 1. And here are your payouts for the 6th. Number 2, Fancy That, paid $9 to win, $3.70 to place, $2.10 to show. Van Going Fast had no place wagering and paid $2.10 to show, and the 5 Appoggiatura paid $2.10 to show. The $1 Exactor 2-3 paid $6.85. The $1 Triactor 235 paid $20.85. And your order of finish here in the 6th, number 1, Super Fast was 5th. The 2, Fancy That, was your winner. The 3, Van Going Fast, was 2nd. The 4 was Scratched. The 5, Appoggiatura, was 3rd. And the 6, Irish Gene, was 4th. From the top down, your program should read 5, 1, 2, Scratch, 3, 4 on the bottom. Upcoming 7th race, non-winners of $1,000 or fillies and mares $12,000 or $1,250 in the last 3 starts, going for a purse of $4,300. Field of 6. Frank, what do you got here in the 7th? Awesome. Thank you, Frank. Really interesting race here in the 7th. Could be our second leg of our pick 4. And this one I'm going to go with the 2, Seek and Destroy. Let's see if Daryl Mason get back to the winner's circle after his win in race 6. This 5-year-old gelding had a nice 2 minutes and 4/5 finish last time in the invitation. That invitation was one of the best races of the year. Been up and around the top there, bouncing around, but I really like Seek and Destroy. Gets a good rail position here, post 2. We'll see how this gelding does here. For second, I'm going to go with the outside. I believe making a return to Manitoba. Some people need told. Been racing in Minnesota lately, so those sub 2-minute times there. 156 and 3, some 157s, 156, really competitive times. Of course, you're going to have to add a few seconds to those normally here on the half-mile track, and maybe even another second or two with the conditions. Aaron Mason teams up, but I'm liking potentially this gelding for second. And for third, I'm going to go with Sub-Zero. Coming down from the Open last week in 201 and 1. Very competitive time here in this field. Has been bouncing around the claimers in the Open over the last few weeks, and I think Sub-Zero fits nicely into this condition. So I'm going to go 2-6-3 here in the 7th win place. Show Triactor Exactor wagering. And our second leg of our pick 4. Don't forget race 8, Fillies and Mares Open, kicks off our late daily double. And we'll be back when horses are on track here for post parade race 7 here at the Loop. The horses are on track here for post-parade race 7. Non-winners of 1,000 fillies and mares, 1250 in their last 3 starts, going for a purse of $4,300. Start with the 1, Chaz Michael, an 8-year-old gelding by Custard the Dragon, owned by Tara George and Garrett Isman, trained by Tara Isman. Richard Remillard teams up. The 2, Seek and Destroy, a 5-year-old gelding by Smart Shark, owned and trained by Paula Mason. Daryl Mason teams up today. The 3, Sub-Zero, a 6-year-old gelding by 6 Days on the Road, owned and trained by Arel Voden. Kirk Rogers in the bike. Number 4, My Little Chloe, a 5-year-old mare by Lambretta, owned, trained, and driven by Corey Manning. The 5, Fallout Girl, a 6-year-old mare by Andrea Hanover, owned, trained, and driven by Mark Villion. And the 6, Some People Need Told, a 9-year-old gelding by Armbro Baylor, owned by Daryl and Sherry Mason, trained by Sherry Mason, Aaron Mason in the bike. These 6 will go to post here in the 7th in less than 3 minutes. Less than 1 minute to post here in the 7th. Less than 1 minute. Get your last second wagers in. Win, play, show, triactor, exactor wagering. Our second leg of our pick 4 here today. The horses are called here this running gate for race 7 on winners of 1,000 fillies and mares 1250 last 3 starts, going for a purse $4,300. Start from the inside, your 1, Chaz Michael teaming up with Richard Remillard. The 2, Seek and Destroy with Daryl Mason. 3, Sub-Zero, Kirk Rogers in the bike. The 4, My Little Chloe, Corey Manning. The 5, Fall Out Girl with Mark Filion. And on the outside, Some People Need Told, Aaron Mason. 4 geldings, 2 mares, all up on the gate. It's post time here for the 7th. And they're off and pacing. Right off the gate, Sub-Zero charging, trying to take the front end. Seek and Destroy trying to follow suit, taking the pocket second. Chaz Michael settles for third. Caught out a little bit. My Little Chloe has to pop into fourth. Fallout Girls racing in fifth. And Some People Need Told can see them all. They're marching down the backstretch. Sub-Zero, the 99-1 long shot with the lead right there in second. Seek and Destroy about 3 lengths back to Chaz Michael. My Little Chloe in fourth, the betting favorite at 3-2. Fallout Girls in fifth, and Some People Need Told. Opening quarter, 31 flat for Sub-Zero, the 6-year-old gelding by 6 down days on the road. Sub-Zero with the lead with Seek and Destroy right there on the helmet second. Length back still to Chaz Michael. Fourth is My Little Chloe. Fallout Girl, though, pops out, making the first move, and Some People Need Told. Could still see them all as they're coming down the stretch here for the first time. Sub-Zero, Kirk Rogers, your 99-1 long shot with the lead. Popping out, though, from the pocket, Seek and Destroy. Fallout Girls now in third. Chaz Michael's up in fourth. My Little Chloe's fifth, and Some People Need Told. 102 and 4 at the half miles. They're kicking in the clubhouse turn. Sub-Zero battling it out with Seek and Destroy. Fallout Girls made up a lot of ground now third. Fading a bit on the inside, Chaz Michael. My Little Chloe's in fourth, and Some People Need Told. Down the backstretch they go here for the final time in the 7th. Sub-Zero still leading the way, but Seek and Destroy now puts the nose out in front. Fallout Girls out 3 wide here at the 3-quarter mark. My Little Chloe and Chaz Michael battling it out as well. 1:33 and 2 for the 3-quarter mark. Seek and Destroy now has the lead, fading a bit on the inside. Sub-Zero. Fallout Girls got to come out 3 wide to get the job done. My Little Chloe's trying to find some space. Some People Need Told has to come out 4 wide, and Chaz Michael on the inside. Down the stretch they come in the middle of the field. It's Seek and Destroy with the nose out in front. Sub-Zero's battling it back, though. Fallout Girls way out wide. 3 of them are coming down to the wire. Sub-Zero's going to be real tight. Seek and Destroy. No, Sub-Zero, 99-1. Getting it done in 2:05 and 1. Coming to the winner's circles, the unofficial winner of today's 7th race, Sub-Zero, 6-year-old gelding by 6 days on the road out of Orcs Vicky, bred by Walter Moroz out of Edmonton, Alberta, owned and trained by Arel Voden, driven today victory by Kirk Rogers. We're getting a big round of applause. Winning connections, Kirk Rogers with Sub-Zero. And we wait for our payouts here, your quarter times for the 7th. They open the race in 31 flat, over the half in 102 and 4. 3 quarters 133 and 2, finishing the full mile 205 and 1. And here are your payouts for the 7th. Sub-Zero had no win wagering and paid $5.70 to place, $10.70 to show. The 2, Seek and Destroy, will pay $7 to win, $2.90 to place, $3.80 to show, and the 5 Fallout Girl had no show wagering. The $1 Exactor 3-2 will pay $29.40. The $1 Triactor 3-2 all will pay out 3-2 all, $21.25. And your order of finish, number 1, Chaz Michael was 6th. The 2, Seek and Destroy was 2nd. The 3, Sub-Zero, your winner. The 4, My Little Chloe was 5th. The 5, Fallout Girl was 3rd. And the 6, Some People Need Told, was 4th. From the top down, your program should read 6, 2, 1, 5, 3, 4 on the bottom. Upcoming 8th race, Fillies and Mares Open. 7 will go to post here. Frank, what you got here in the Fillies and Mares Open? Thanks, Frank. Fillies and Mares Open, probably going to be the most exciting race of the day, usually is. I'm going to go with the 2 as well, Non-Versation. Finished 2nd last time in 159 and 2. Had a tough post 5 to overcome. but really liked the week before. Got the win in 2 minutes and 3/5. Horse has been racing sub 2 minutes for the most part this summer, and I really like what this 5-year-old mare can do. For second though, I'm gonna not tip the cat again to Tammy Blue. Came up with a big upset last week in 29-1 and 159-4. Led from wire to wire from coming from post 2. Wonder if the game plan's very similar here for Clayton. Drawing the rail, so I think the 1 and the 2 will definitely battle it out early. And it'll kind of be a similar. These two same drivers were in the stake race earlier today, and these two had a battle when they both had post positions 1 and 2. So let's see what these two can do. Wide open for third. I'm going to take the 4. Control the distance. Won last week in the invitation in 2 minutes and 3/5. Definitely fits into this category. Can definitely see what can be done here from post 4. Has finished in the top 3 from this post position before. So I'm going to go 2-1-4 here in the 8th. My daily double. I'm going to put $8 into it. In this race, I'm going to go with the 1 and the 2, and then pair them with 4 horses in the race 9. 1, 2, 4, and 5 for $8. So again, best of luck to everyone. Win, place, show, triactor, exactor wagering, and this kicks off our late daily double. Third leg of our pick 4. If anyone's still alive in that, best of luck, and we'll be back when horses are on track for post parade here at the Loop. The horses are on track here for Postbury Race 8. The Fillies and Mares Open, going for a purse of $6,100. Starting with the 1, Tammy Blue, an 11-year-old mare by Blue Burner, owned, trained, and driven by Clayton Braybrook. The 2 is Non-Versation, a 5-year-old mare by Mystician, owned by Tara Isman with Jim Wilson and Richard Remillard. Tara Isman trains, Richard Remillard in the bike. The 3 is Heads Up Boy, a 7-year-old mare by Vertical Horizon, owned by Fred Gilbert and Doug Bowers, trained by Jackie Grundy. Tyler Grundy teams up. The 4 is Control the Distance, a 5-year-old mare by Control the Moment, owned by Daryl and Sherry Mason, trained by Sherry Mason, Paula Mason with the reins. The 5 is Hurry Home, an 8-year-old mare by Mystician, owned by Daryl Mason. Sherry Mason trains, Daryl Mason in the bike. The 6 is Outlaw Spiced Rum, a 7-year-old mare by Blue Burner, owned by Arel Voden, trained by Arel Voden. Kirk Rogers teams up. And the 7, Tina La Vida, a 5-year-old mare by Santana Blue Chip, owned and trained by Arel Voden, Michelle Ray in the bike. These 7 will go to post, and under 5 minutes here in the 8th, the Fillies and Mares Open. The horse are called here. They're starting to get race 8. Fillies and Mares Open. Going for a purse of $6,100. Kicking off our late daily double. Third leg of our pick 4. Nice fields of 7 here for the Fillies and Mares Open. Serve with the inside. The 1, Tammy Blue. Clayton Braybrook, your current 3-5 betting favorite. The 2, Non-Versation with Richard Remillard. 3, Heads Up Boy and Tyler Grundy. 4, Control the Distance, Ball of Mason. The 5, Hurry Home and Daryl Mason. 6, Outlaw Spiced Rum, Kirk Rogers. And the 7, Tina Levita, Michelle Ray. Currently your 99-1 long shot. Had a few of those win today. All 7 mares up on the gate. It's post time here for the Fillies Mares Open. And they're off in pacing. Big battle brewing here for the front end with the inside Tammy Blue. Challenging, making it difficult for the outside horses to get up there. Heads Up Boy caught out 2 wide with Hurry Home out 3 wide. Non-Versation takes the inside there 4th. Tina Levita's 5th. A few lengths back to control the distance. And Outlaw Spice Rum can see them all. They're still 3 wide down the backstretch. Hurry Home really wants the front end and trying to take it away from Tammy Blue, who went off at 4-5 favorite. Heads Up Boy now settles for 3rd. 29-1. One of the faster opening quarters here today. Hurry Home really worked for it. It's now about 3 lengths up on Tammy Blue. Heads Up Boys now in 3rd. Racing in 4th is Non-Versation. Tina Levita is in 5th. Control the Distance racing in 6th. And Outlaw Spice Rum can still see them all. They're coming down the stretch here for the first time. Now popping out. Non-Versation. Same with Tina Levita. 4 in, 3 out here at the half. Hurry Home. Under siege here from Non-Versation. Boxed in Tammy Blue and Tina Levita. 1 minute and 1/5 at the half-mile station. They're kicking in the clubhouse turn. It's still Hurry Home, but it took a lot of energy to get that front end. Non-Versation still out 2 wide. Tammy Blue's boxed in 3rd. Fading a bit 4th is Tina Levita. In the inside 5th is Heads Up Boy. Rallying back from the back of the pack. Control the distance and Outlaw Spice Rum. It's anyone's race here in the Fillies and Mares Open. They're all bunched up 3, maybe 4 wide with Non-Versation taking over. Hurry Home's fading hard here. Tina Levita's trying to find some space. 1:32 flat at the 3/4 mark. It's now Non-Versation the one to catch. Tina Levita's trying to track him down. Control the distance now in 3rd. Outlaw Spiced Rum trying to make some distance up. And Tammy Blue, Hurry Home on the inside. And Heads Up Boy. Down the stretch they come. Non-Versation's got about 3 lengths up on the rest of them. The 99-1 long shot, Tina Levita trying to track her down, but it's going to be Non-Versation here, rallying late Tammy Blue, but it's going to be all Non-Versation for 2nd. Tina Levita, real tight for 3rd. 2 minutes, 2:02-1 for the mile. Coming to the winner circles, the unofficial winner of today's 8th race, the Fillies and Mares Open, Non-Versation, 5-year-old mare by Mystician out of Say Anything, owned by Tara Isman with Jim Wilson and Richard Remillard, trained by Tara Isman, and driven to victory today by Richard Remillard. There goes another big round of applause. Winning Connections round, Non-Versation, and Richard Remillard. As we wait for the payouts here for the 8th, here are your quarter times. They open the race in 29 and 1, over the half in 1 minute and 1, 3/4 132 flat, full mile 202 and 1. Here are your payouts for the 8th. Number 2, Non-Versation paid $6.10 to win, $5.20 to place, $2.10 to show. Tina Levita had no place wagering and paid $5.30 to show. And number 1, Tammy Blue paid $2.80 to show. The $1 exactor will pay out 2 with all, $3.05. And the $1 triactor will pay out 2 with all, $1.55. And your order finish here in the 8th. Number 1, Tammy Blue was 3rd. The 2, Non-Versation, your winner. The 3, Heads Up Boy was 6th. The 4, Control the Distance was 5th. The 5, Hurry Home was 7th. The 6, Outlaw Spice Rum was 4th. And the 7, Tina Levita was 2nd. From the top down, your program should read 3, 1, 6, 5, 7, 4, 2 on the bottom. Upcoming 9th race, non-winners of 2, Fillies Mares 3, races lifetime. Going for a purse of $4,100. Nice field of 6 to end off our day. Frank, who do you got here in our finale? Awesome. Thank you, Frank. I'm going to go with the Rail Horse as well. Coming off a nice win in 203 and 4 last week. Went wire to wire after drawing post position 1. Could see a very similar race unfold here. Kirk Rogers aboard once again. Definitely shaves a few seconds off her prior times before that going into that race. Has 2 wins this year. Picked up her maiden back in August in 205. Definitely does better with the inside position, so I'm going to go with the 1. For second place, we're a little different between me and Frank. I'm going to go with the 2, Steph's Inheritance. Got the rail last week, finished third, went wire to wire third place, finished in 204 and 3 in that silk lace. That silk lace is pretty competitive amongst the others in the field. Of course, it's Piper's Luna that won by a mile in that one. So I'm going to go 1-2 here with the rail. For third, I'm going to go with the 5, Austin's Bud. Really liked that 202 and 2 time in the Golden Boy Stakes last time out. Finished second a week before that in 202. Has really good mile times. Definitely could be a little bit difficult from the outside post position 5 here. Hasn't done well from out there. So I'm going to go 1-2-5 here in our finale. And yeah, thank you for everyone who joined us here today on track and watching on simulcast. We'll be back again next week, 1 p.m. Central Time. Watch wager at hpibet.com. But we still have the 9th on our finale here today. I'll be back when horses are on track for that. Don't go anywhere here at the Loop. The horses are on track here for post-parade race 9, going for a purse of $4,100. Onwards the 2, Fillies and Mares, 3 races lifetime. Starting with the 1, Millie's Filly, a 3-year-old filly by Mr. Rock, owned and trained by Arel Voden. Kirk Rogers teams up. The 2 is Steph's Inheritance, a 3-year-old filly by I'm the Pied Piper, owned and trained by Arthur Ray. Paula Mason in the bike. The 3 is Get Woke or Go Broke, a 3-year-old colt by Lambretta, owned, trained, and driven by Corey Manning. The 4, Miss Baby, a 3-year-old filly by He's Watching, owned by Sherry and Daryl Mason, trained by Sherry Mason. Daryl Mason in the bike. The 5, Austin's Bud, a 3-year-old colt by Who's Your Boy, owned by Ricky Ray, trained by Melanie Ray Clark, Michelle Ray in the bike. And the 6, Shirley Wicked, a 3-year-old filly by McWicked, owned by Derek Gilbert, trained by Jackie Grundy, Tyler Grundy in the bike. These 6 will go to post in our finale in less than 3 minutes. Number 4, Miss Baby, is temporarily leaving the track here before we get going on race 9. It's number 4, Miss Baby's leaving the track temporarily for quick equipment adjustment, and then we all set to go here for our finale here at the Loop. Number 4, Miss Baby's back on track here. So we got all 6 pacers on track ready for our finale. It'll be less than 2 minutes to post. The horses are called here to the starting gate for our finale. Non-winners of 2, fillies and mares 3. Races lifetime, going for a purse of $4,100. Our last leg of our pick 4. And our late daily double, field of 6. Starting from the inside, the 1, Millie's Philly. Teams up with Kirk Rogers. The 2, Steffs and Hartons, Paula Mason. 3, Get Woke or Go Broke, Corey Manning. The 4, Miss Baby and Daryl Mason. The 5, Austin's Bud, Michelle Ray, your current 4-5 betting favorite. And the 6, Shirley Wicked, Tyler Grundy, 99-1 long shot. Thank you for everyone who joined us here today. The 1 slightly off stride there. So the other 5 are all on gate. It's post time. And they're off in pacing. Right at the word go, Get Woke or Go Broke's trying to take to the front end, but having trouble getting to the inside. Steffs Hartons will have to settle for second. Racing in third is Miss Baby. Caught out wide is Shirley Wicked. Austin's Buzz racing in fifth. And your trailer is Millie's Phillies. They're going down the backstretch here. Get Woke or Go Broke, but 4 lengths up on Steffs Hartons. Miss Baby's right there in third. Still caught out wide. Shirley Wicked. Backing off a bit. Austin's Bud fifth. And Millie's Philly trying to catch up as they're coming to the opening quarter. Get Woke or Go Broke. And Corey Manning just picked up the first career win last week. And the opening quarter of 31-2 here for Get Woke or Go Broke, but caught right up. Steffs Hartons about a length back. Still caught out wide is Shirley Wicked. Miss Baby's now in fourth. Austin's Buzz racing in fifth, and Millie's Philly. So coming down the stretch here for the first time. 5 in, 1 out. Austin's Bud popped out 2, so 4 in, 2 out. Shirley Wicked gonna have to go 2 wide the whole way around maybe because it's still Get Woke or Go Broke with the lead. Shirley Wicked's though battling hard for second. Steffs Hartons now boxed in third with Austin's Bud in fourth. Now Millie's Philly trying to catch back up. 103 and 2 for the half miles. They kicking the clubhouse turn. 3 in, 3 out. Get Woke or Go Broke. Trying to take off from the rest of the field once again. Steffs Hartons about 3 lengths back in second. Fading hard. It's Shirley Wicked. Miss Baby trying to find some room. Way out wide Austin's Bud. 3 wide. And really back at the pack is Millie's Philly. But it's Get Woke or Go Broke. Steffs Hartons got a lot of work to do trying to catch up. But here comes Austin's Bud. Shirley Wicked's got another gear. Catching back up, and Millie's Philly here at the 3/4 in 135 flat for Get Woke or Go Broke. Steffs Hartons still tracking him down on the inside. Shirley Wicked might not have enough energy now, and way out wide's Austin's Bud. Miss Baby's caught in the inside, and Millie's Philly, don't count her out. But it's Get Woke or Go Broke, about 2 lengths up on the rest of the field. Steffs Hartons trying to find some space on the inside. Also trying to find some space is Shirley Wicked. Way out wide's Austin's Bud. Get Woke or Go Broke. Shirley Wicked at 99-1 trying to track him down. It's going to be tight. Oh, looks like it was Get Woke or Go Broke just to hold on in 207-1. Coming to the winner's circle is the unofficial winner of today's ninth and final race, Get Woke or Go Broke. A 3-year-old colt by Lambretta out of Blows Me Away. Bred, owned, trained, and driven by Mr. Corey Manning. There you go. Give another big round of applause to Winning Connections with Get Woke or Go Broke, our winner of our finale here. And here are your quarter times once more for the ninth. They open the race in 31 and 2. Over the half in 103 and 2. 3/4 135. Flat. Finished full mile 207 and 1. And here are your payouts. Number 3, Get Woke or Go Broke paid $16.40 to win. Had no place or show wagering. The 6, Shirley Wicked, had no place wagering and paid $9.50 to show. While the 2, Stetson Harrington, finished third but will pay out place, $6.40 to place and $6.30 to show. Both the Triactor and Exactors will be refunded. There was no winning tickets on the Exactor or Trifecta. The $1 daily double will pay out 2 with 6. If you had 2 with 6, $28.80. And the $1 pick 4 will pay out 2 of any of these, 2, 3, 2, 3, $3.95. And your order finished here in our finale. The 1, Millie's Philly, was 6th. The 2, Stetson Harrington, was 3rd. The 3, Get Woke or Go Broke, was your winner. 4, Miss Baby, was 4th. The 5, Austin's Bud, was 5th. And the 6, Shirley Wicked, was 2nd. From the top down, your program should read 6, 3, 1, 4, 5, 2 on the bottom. Again, thank you to everyone who joined us here today live at the track or online. We'll be back next week, 1 p.m. Central, here at the Loop. Watch and wager at hpibet.com. We got 3 stake races, I believe, the finales to the Golden Boy and the Silk Lace, along with the Juvenile. So again, 1 p.m. Central here at the Loop. On behalf of Frank, I'm Trey Colbeck. See you next week.